Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is now just a little less than 3 months away from its official release by Disney and Lucasfilm that is all set and ready to end the sequel trilogy and the Skywalker saga itself that will come along with many different revelations in the film. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really exciting about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film, at the end of the day, is going to, of course, be a movie with many different twists and turns that's going to change our perception of some of the many characters in, of course, the originals and the prequels, and that J.J. Abrams wants to use this movie as a foundation to create something new by adding in new mediums to the Star Wars franchise that fans have never seen before on the big screen, which really is going to speak volumes, of course, for sure. Now, on top of all of this, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very intense for the character of Yoda in Episode 9. Now, specifically, shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that Rey and Kylo Ren are said to be inside of the netherworld of the Force, where they are standing next to each other, where they appear to be civil toward each other, where as all of this unfolds, it's explained that they begin to hear the Force Ghost voice of Yoda in the distance, to which Yoda is said to eventually appear standing on top of a cliff above Rey and Kylo Ren, where Rey and Kylo Ren are said to look up at Yoda. Yoda is said to deliver Rey and Ren a vital lesson about the Force, where Yoda is said to unveil to them that they are both a part of a new prophecy to destroy a returning evil that lurks from the shadows over in the unknown regions, and that the Wills have been watching over Rey and Ren for decades, waiting for their opportunity to destroy this great evil that is Palpatine in secret, where the Wills see this as a test of both sides of the forces of the light and the dark, against a Force user using the power of the Beyond. It's explained that Yoda reveals to not underestimate the power of the dark side, and especially the power that Palpatine plans to use from the Beyond. As Yoda delivers this message, the Force ghosts of Luke, Kenobi, and Anakin are seen behind Yoda, standing on that cliff above Rey and Kylo Ren. So, let's go over a couple of parts about this, and as to why this is a very interesting moment for Rey, Kylo, Yoda, and more. Now, the thing about Episode 9 is that this movie is going to introduce new mediums to the franchise, and what I mean by that is, of course, the netherworld, using different new Force abilities like the Force Conduit, or even the flow walking technique, flash fights, you name it. JJ is adding in all of these different things that revolve around the Force that's truly going to change and reshape the entire saga. So, the one piece that I do want to go over are, of course, the godlike beings that call themselves the Wills. Now, Yoda unveils to both Rey and Kylo Ren during their time in the netherworld of the Force that the Wills have been watching over Rey and Ren for decades, waiting for their opportunity to take down Palpatine once and for all, and that Rey and Ren are actually a part of a new prophecy about destroying a returning evil. So, this new prophecy, I'm not quite sure if it's the same one as the Chosen One prophecy, but nonetheless, it's a prophecy about, of course, these two Force sensitives destroying a very much, sinister evil that's actually lurking over in the unknown regions. Now, the unknown regions is a place that actually contains a thing called the power of the Beyond. And in case you guys are currently unaware about all of this, the power of the Beyond is actually said to be pretty much driven from a Force nexus that Palpatine is going to be using over in the unknown regions on the world of Exegol. Now, Palpatine is said to actually reside underneath the surface of Exegol. That's exactly why Palpatine can go undetected for pretty much, anybody in the galaxy overall, and the only reason as to why Kylo and Rey find Palpatine eventually is, of course, by using the Wayfinder devices, one of which belonged to Vader, the other of which belonged to Palpatine. So, the one thing that I really do want to go over here as well is how Yoda is also said to reveal to both Rey and Kylo Ren not only that they were being watched over for decades by the Wills, but that they are a part of this prophecy, and that the Force ghosts of course, Luke, Kenobi, and Anakin are said to appear behind Yoda on that cliff. Now, of course, in Star Wars Legends and some of the comics, we got a little brief look at what the netherworld actually looks like, and some of which even involved, rocky surfaces and cliffs and stuff around those lines. So we can see that J.J. Abrams is already diving into Star Wars Legends and is really trying to stay true to all of that in order to give us an authentic Star Wars film that's not only going to be used, like I say, as a foundation to create new lore, but it's also going to be a film that's going to tie directly into Star Wars, the expanded universe, and using that as inspirational source material to give us a brand new film that we have never seen before on the big screen in comparison to what we already got in the originals and the prequels, which really speaks volumes, to be honest. I think that's a big deal by Disney and Lucasfilm, the fact that they are trying to do something to this magnitude of really just showing us what the netherworld really looks like in The Rise of Skywalker, and how that's really going to create the ultimate test between both Rey and Kylo Ren and their path and their journey toward the dark and or the light. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.